BLM. Biden's laptop matters. Hunter Biden's, that is. And we got to talk about it right now. And of course, I'm speaking on Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, because this was a story that actually came out in late October. That's when it was really circulating, and the left-leaning mainstream media would not touch this story pretty much at all. They were completely ignoring this story. There were some that actually came out, and when they spoke about this story, they said it was a non-story. They said nothing going on, nothing to see here. They were pretty much going like, la 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 la, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. What are they talking about? Some were even saying Russian misinformation. There was all kind of publications trying to act as if this was a non-story and that there was nothing to see here. But now that those in the mainstream media believe that the election is said and done and we're going to be moving forward with a Biden administration, they are now comfortable coming out and saying like, yeah, so about that Hunter Biden situation with his laptop, yeah, there was something there. There was something there. So all of them not too long ago, this past Tuesday, when Hunter Biden got served with a subpoena from the DOJ, who is now going to be formally investigating him. He is going to be under federal investigation now by the DOJ for his business dealings. And what we know about Hunter Biden is that he has business dealings in different countries. He's had business dealings in China specifically. So they're going to be looking into that sort of thing when it comes to this investigation. And there were a lot of conflicts of interest, or things that at least appear to be conflicts of interest, which to me, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, you already know. So that is what the issue was in regards to his laptop. But I want to read to you guys a little bit of what the LA Times had to say about this whole situation with Hunter Biden. And I'm gonna also show you guys a clip of this media flip-flopping that's going on here, where they went from trying to shift the public's attention away from this news story. They were trying to deflect from the story. They were actually providing misinformation themselves. The mainstream media was doing this because they were trying to shift the story in a different direction, trying to influence the election themselves. It's not my opinion that mainstream media news outlets such as CNN were trying to influence the election. That's not my opinion. That is a fact, because the leaks, the audio leaks exposed by Project Veritas, they verify what I just said. So go ahead and go to Project Veritas and listen to all of those audio leaks if you like, in regards to CNN's plans as far as how they were going to cover the election, cover Donald Trump, etc. But getting to the little snippets that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So the DOJ investigators did not want to reach out prior to the election, according to LA Times, and subpoena Hunter Biden because, according to the DOJ, they state that they have policies surrounding elections that prohibit overt investigative acts of said people. So they knew about this whole thing, this whole Hunter Biden thing. They knew that it was an issue from a while ago. In fact, the investigation was actually launched in 2018. So 2 years ago, that's when the investigation was launched. It is a story, and it was a story that they were trying to suppress at the time being because they wanted their guy Joe Biden to get in. So they withheld information from the American public because they wanted to get your vote first. So they wanted to trick you first. They did not want you to be informed, And interestingly enough, as Joe Biden is currently selecting his cabinet members, whoever he selects as Attorney General will be overseeing the Hunter Biden investigation. So they're probably going to appoint a special counsel. Hopefully they do, because we see these conflicts of interest stacking up. See them stacking up. And also, according to the New Yorker, Hunter Biden last year detailed some of his business work in China, including how he accompanied his father on a 2013 trip to Beijing, where he met with a business associate. He also acknowledged having received a diamond from a Chinese energy tycoon involved in liquefied natural gas projects. Hunter downplayed the idea that the gift could have been intended to affect his father's policy. He told the magazine that he gave the diamond to a friend, an associate. If that does not sound suspicious to you, you don't have no damn sense about yourself, in my opinion, because all of that sounds like conflicts of interest to me. The laptop, so the allegation is that on his laptop there were emails from Hunter Biden's business partner, lay out in detail how the vice president's son and his colleagues used their access to the Obama-Biden administration to arrange private meetings for potential foreign clients and investors. So that is where the conflicts of interest come in. That is where it comes in. So, and that is the significance of Biden's laptop. But let me go ahead and pull up this clip for you guys. I want to show you guys, get my reaction to as well. I'm gonna put this clip up on the screen for you guys to see. And it is a compilation of how the mainstream media was trying to make this whole Hunter Biden situation seem like a non-story.
This year we had one of the biggest October surprises ever. The New York Post, that's the oldest daily newspaper in this country, published a trove of documents showing that members of Joe Biden's family have been selling access to the former vice president to a number of foreign governments, including the Communist government of China. Now that's a blockbuster. But the rest of the media decided to kill it before you could read it.
Yeah. See, not all of them hid the story. Some tried to get the story out.
Social media companies banned their users from sharing the New York Post's reporting.
Yes.
Russian intelligence. Well, anyone in the media who dared question Hunter Biden's business dealings or how much Joe Biden knew about those dealings was deemed a conspiracy theorist.
Russia's latest and very massive disinformation campaign in the U.S. presidential election.
Massive indeed, Wolf. We do know that it's a very active Russian campaign. That's according to the U.S. intelligence community, and that Rudy Giuliani already had open contact with a person that the U.S. has called an agent for the Kremlin.
I want to read for you something that Michael Carpenter said. He is a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense with a specialization in Eastern Europe. He told this to Politico. This is a, quote, Russian disinformation operation.
Oh, Politico was, they're one of the media outlets saying that it's a non-story. And this past week, now they're the ones detailing the story. They're one of the main ones that was saying there's nothing to see here, nothing to see here. And now they're saying Hunter Biden is being investigated by federal prosecutors. Come on.
I can't imagine we've had a situation in our lifetimes where a president, one of his closest advisors, is willingly, if not wittingly, relaying information to the Oval Office that likely comes from Russian intelligence assets.
Rudy Giuliani is out there peddling wares that he gathered from a Ukrainian politician that the U.S. Treasury Department says is a Russian agent.
My message to Rudy, frankly, is think about your legacy after your public life is over. Do you want to be remembered as America's mayor, or do you want to be remembered as someone seen possibly as a useful idiot for the Russian government?
And notice how a lot of these clips are from CNN. which Project Veritas has exposed CNN with their secret audio leaks from the CEO of CNN, where he was going into detail as far as what he wants his station to report and their agenda, which was an anti-Trump agenda this whole time. And their whole goal was to demonize Trump, and not only Trump, his supporters as well.
This looks like Russian intelligence. This walks like Russian intelligence. This sounds like Russian intelligence. Every intelligence professional I've been talking to, Mika, says this is a Russian intelligence disinformation campaign.
Giuliani is feeding Russian misinformation to Donald Trump and feeding Russian disinformation to the New York Post. And it is so obviously disinformation.
As you know perfectly well, I'm a journalist and a reporter, and I follow the facts. And there has never been any issues in terms of corruption. Now, let me ask you this. Yesterday, the FBI... FBI...
How do you know that?
I'm talking about reporting and any evidence. I'm talking to you now.
Okay, I would love if you guys would start doing that digging and start doing that verification.
No, we're not going to do your work for you. I want to ask you a question. The FBI,
it's a journalist's job. It's a journalist's job to find out if this is verified.
And so it went, just like that, across the entire American news media until the presidential election. Now, 6 weeks later, it is finally safe to speak freely, and so the truth is coming out.
Earlier this week, President-elect Joe Biden's son Hunter disclosed that federal authorities are investigating his taxes. Now, a source familiar with the inquiry tells NBC News that those investigators are examining Hunter Biden's business dealings in China, and that the probe started back in 2018, before Joe Biden even announced his candidacy for president.
So, after all of that censorship and all of that denial comes out to be true. What has been going on. And of course, the investigation is still ongoing, so we will see the results of the investigation. But it was a story then, and it is a story now. And because it was suppressed by the media, the mainstream media that I talk bad about, now some of you guys can probably understand why I talk bad about them. Because maybe you would have voted differently if you would have known. Go ahead and hit the like, share, subscribe button. Blessings to you.